Testing, 1, 2, 3. Wonderful. I'm going to take my seat here. You guys having a good con? All right. Well, this is an interesting panel. I'm really excited about it. It's something that doesn't happen at most conventions. And so this is the writers versus actors. We're going to bring M.A. Larson out, I believe. Mr. Larson. That's your cue. Thank you, M.A. Larson. Next up, Michelle Creber. And last but not least, I wanted to give a shout out to Amy King Rogers. That was why it was on my mind. She had to leave. She had to be back at work tomorrow morning, so she's already on her plane towards California. Sad face. But last but not least, Andrea Libman. So this is an unusual panel because most of the time at conventions they like to separate the writers from the voice actors. I think it's for safety concerns.
Yeah.
You can see why. No, but one of the things I think the fandom has done and these conventions has done is allowed you guys a chance to, well, first of all, meet each other, right? I mean, and especially I know that the crew in Vancouver at DHX, you guys have met each other a lot, but for you, Emmy Larson, for the other writers, I mean, it wasn't really until these conventions that you met the voices. Is that right?
That's true, yeah. And some of them I still haven't met. I've never met Tabitha, Ashley. I've never met Michelle. Someday I will.
I'd avoid it if all possible.
Yeah.
So yeah, if it weren't for these conventions, I would never meet any of them.
So I guess my first question is for you, which is that, you worked on the first season, you worked on the second season, and then now the fourth, and then going into the fifth. Working on the first season, of course, it was before the whole fandom erupted, and there was a lot of interaction between the show staff because of conventions like this. But going into further seasons, when you wrote for the characters, and maybe in particular for Apple Bloom or for Pinkie Pie or Fluttershy, was that in any way influenced by having met the voices, having spoken to them?
Maybe not meeting them, but hearing them for sure. It's always really hard in the first season when you don't know what they sound like, and you can only read other people's dialogue. But then as soon as I heard them, then it gets a lot easier to write their dialogue because I actually hear Andrea or Michelle as I'm typing it out.
I'm sorry.
And that goes beyond typing pony scripts. I just hear Andrea all the time.
The voice inside your head.
There it is again.
Cracking me up here. Well, I guess then the reverse side of this then is having met the writers, and I guess this is a question for both you, Michelle, and Andrea. Having met the writers, now going into further seasons, when you see a script and you see a certain author attached to it, does that bring any connotations when you're reading it? Or, if you see, for example, certain authors, do you just kind of cringe and,
Oh, absolutely.
No, but
Larson, ooh, gosh, not him again.
I'm not doing this one.
I used to never even look at that.
Yeah.
No offense, writers, which
Because we don't recognize
there's all
them.
these names on the front of the script too. It's all the producers and all that stuff.
True. There's
and-
like 30 names.
Yeah.
On the cover
yeah,
of the script.
and so you never really paid attention. But now I always pay
Hey,
attention.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like to play a game where I read it and then I guess who it is. I can always guess his. Everyone can. And we go into a session now, everyone's like, oh, he's done it again.
Well, as voices for the show, and since we've got him here to suffer this, is there anything you would like to tell the writers about script writing that you would like them to do?
Yeah, here we go.
Pinkie Pie, Fluttershy, centric, Apple Bloom, centric.
Just pair the
3
cast down.
episode arc.
Well,
3, let's make it 4.
Let's make it 20.
Yeah. Just a whole separate series. Let's just go for it.
I like this idea.
And
This
they
could be
all
good.
become alicorns. Because that's what you guys want. You know, you got to give the fans what they want.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and M.A. Larson, you can make that happen, right?
Yeah, sure.
You can
Yeah. Let's do it.
you can give them wings, right?
Let's do it. I'll do it this afternoon. Give me a computer right now. I'll do it.
For you, then, in your episodes, for example, in Sonic Rainboom, and especially in Return of Harmony, for the episodes you've written, and then you've gone and watched how they voiced the characters, was there anything in particular that surprised you, having seen it after it's been realized to screen?
This is going to sound like I'm kissing your butts. But it's like how good it is, because I've
Continue.
Please.
I've worked on shows where I was actually in the recording booth, and the actors miss the joke in the line, you know, you just read it a different way and then you miss the joke. And the fact that they're in a different country and I never see them or talk to them, and they record it completely independently of us, and they never miss the jokes, and the timing is great. They're just really good at what they do, better than American actors.
We probably do sometimes miss them, but then there's like 10 people in the room and maybe someone will get it. I think this is meant to be a joke.
Actually, that's a good follow-up question. When you write the scripts now, after having experienced, you know, some poor reads of them, do you ever put in there, like in parentheses, "This is a joke"? This
Yeah, there was
say this in a funny way.
Note: this is a joke. Period.
I have a script upcoming where I was making a pun on Rene Descartes. I called him Rene Haycart. But when you read it, that doesn't really necessarily translate through, so I actually had to write in there, "Note to VAs, this is a pun on whatever." So
Pun. Arrow.
But I think that's the only time I've ever actually done that. Because they do it, they get them, you know?
Well, the converse to that then is for Andrea and Michelle, have you ever seen a note on one of the scripts, especially any of them from M.A. Larson?
Which are really the only ones worth talking about.
Exactly. Where a note on something that was, say, confusing, or that was a little bit vague, that you then had to interpret. Do you know?
Yeah, well, I've been getting these, like the scripts lately say things like, "Don't mess this up," "Pinkie Pie," like "Do it right."
I know where you live.
Yeah, there's some writers who are very specific. Like they give a lot of notes. There's a lot of brackets before the lines saying exactly what emotion you're to, like, you are confused, or you are sad. It's like, I think I got that. Thanks for the note. And then there's some writers who just, they expect their words to speak to the actors, and they don't have to give us notes. But there's a good balance, I think. I think Mitch has a good balance.
You're so political.
Well.
Now I'm thinking through my scripts, like, did I do that?
You are sad. Don't mess it up.
Be a good actor.
Please don't bring shame to my written word.
Don't change anything.
I think the producers might have something to say on that. Well, for you, M.A. Larson, when you're writing, just to be, to kind of focus in a little bit, just for an example, when you're writing for Pinkie Pie now, when you're writing lines that Andrea is going to be voicing, how has that changed since the first season to now going into the 5th season?
Well, I definitely haven't been able to do this, but I have such a strong impulse to write something like horribly difficult to say. Like, I want to put like Icelandic in her dialogue. In fact, I made a joke.
I dare
once.
you. Bring it on.
Challenge.
Or like write a song like it's an opera, or
Oh, yeah.
super difficult things, tongue twistery things. I haven't done it yet, but I want to mess with them now that I know them.
I'm ready.
We accept the challenge.
Bring it.
Yeah.
As a personal favor, could you do that for Michelle Creber?
Wow.
For example, could you please, write into a script, "Hey, check out my thermos"?
I don't know what that means. Sad, Michelle Creber.
I would greatly appreciate that. I think I'm afraid now. She's giving me the look. I'm going to ask one or two more questions, but then we're going to go to Q&A. Before I do that, just real quick, what we're going to do is the same thing we've done with all these panels. There is going to be a line, I believe, that will form over here, a line that will form over there. Remember, kids and sponsors get to ask some questions first, and also try to keep it within the realm of things already released. Except if you're asking him questions, then you can.
I'll answer. I
He
don't
knows
care.
all.
I don't care. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
No, but these guys aren't allowed to speak about things that aren't allowed to be spoken about. So just remember that. I guess in the end, again, I asked it in general, but specific writing things when for Michelle and Andrea, when you're reading a script, is there something like one thing you can think of that would make it more helpful for you when you're interpreting a reading? Like, when is there one thing that you would like to ask M.A. Larson?
They're giving me notes.
Yeah. To do with the scripts. I'm putting him on the spot.
I was going to be
on
really
this.
mean, but...
Do it.
I know, I was gonna better writing.
But no, you can't. It's already... you can't improve upon perfection.
It's true.
Yes, I mean, yeah. I don't have anything to
Except more lines for me.
What?
More lines for me.
More lines. Okay.
For me.
Got it.
Yep. All right, well, I think we can start going to questions. If anybody has any questions, microphone's there. I believe there's a microphone over there as well.
Hi, I have a question for Andrea Libman. Could you say in Pinkie Pie's voice, Waka Waka?
Waka waka!
I have a question for M.A. Larson.
Waka waka.
Could you say in Pinkie Pie's voice, Waka Waka?
I could never do that.
Please
That
try.
register.
You got this.
My voice will just end. I don't even know how
Stop
to...
stalling. Just do it.
Waka waka.
And then he couldn't speak for a week.
He's giving you a run for your money, Andrea.
I know.
No.
Hi, I got a question for Andrea and maybe even Michelle if it's applicable, but My Littlest Pet Shop, I know MA's on it, Nicole, obviously Ashley. Minka is like exactly Pinkie Pie, so I want to know if they ever came to you or if you applied to get that role.
I did. I auditioned for it, and they said it's too much like Pinkie Pie.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
My turn? All right. Hey, first off, I just want to say, M.A., I know you get a lot of controversy amongst some of the Brony fans, especially Saber Spark, but I think it was a good. I liked the season 3 finale, so I just wanted to say thank you for that.
Thanks.
My question, though, is, and I noticed this a little bit in season 4, has the Brony fandom itself influenced your writing, and for the VA, has it influenced your voice acting performance?
No, not really. I mean, we just kind of stick to our characters and do what we've always been doing with the show, because clearly that's what you guys like. So just stick to our.
But then there's certain things we're like, oh, the Bronies are gonna love this.
Yeah. There's certain things, like the song that they put in the script, the M to the map song that I did with like the Pinky, the Apple family / Pinky family. Yeah. Anyways, that wasn't actually supposed to be like. I sang it in a way where it would sound like Twilighticious. And they didn't realize that, and I was like, and it was does anyone know who wrote that episode? Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
I wonder if she knew of that.
There's no way.
There's no.
I know her, and there's absolutely no
Okay.
way.
And I was like, this is perfect. So that was definitely something that reminded me of you guys. I was like, yes.
Hi, I was wondering, for each of you, what is the absolute most difficult episode you've ever done and why?
Fun! 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 Fun!
Fun.
I think you know why.
I really wish that M.A. Larson had written that episode so we could blame him for it.
I'll take it. I got one coming up that was pretty tough to write because it's not very funny. It's more of a serious emotional episode, which is not at all easy for me because
Am I in it?
I'm sorry, he's not allowed to answer season 5 questions.
You are actually. You are in it. I just thought of this. There's like you have like.
I am now, right? Get my wallet out.
I think you have one line and you get cut off halfway through it. But anyhow, it's like when I'm writing them, I try to keep making myself laugh, and that's what carries me through the script, because writing is awful. But there wasn't anything making me laugh, so it was just really hard to get through that one.
We look forward to that.
I know, doesn't that sound great? It's not funny, and it was horrible to write.
Can't wait to record it.
Maybe the first episode I was ever in, because I was quite scared. Because I had all those paragraphs. Because okay, I think it's the 12th episode of season 1. That was actually the first episode that we recorded, not the 9th episode, which is the Zakora one, which is the first kind of big Apple Bloom episode. We recorded that second.
This is Cutie Mark Chronicles we're talking about, right?
The Cutie Mark.
I'll call it Cutie. Okay.
Yeah, that.
Well, because you're bronies.
Have you ever seen the show?
It's your job.
So I practiced those monologues because I was like, I'm gonna do this. This is my first episode, and I was I was recording with all these adults, and they were such professional voice actors, and I was like, okay, all right, I'm gonna come in here and do this accent, which I don't even really remember what I did in the audition, but let's just do this. And so that was probably a hard episode, but it was really fun.
And you nailed it. We're all so impressed.
Oh, thank you.
All right, M.A. Larson, we all know that the pony characters are really, really firm, really serious characters. And
especially Pinkie Pie.
Oh, yeah.
Very unique characters. I was wondering if the pony characters ever kind of start to slip into your other works that you write for.
Yeah, I don't know about character specifically, but I've definitely typed every pony in an email. That has definitely happened.
Yeah, it used to be in scripts that we would have to change like a few things. We're like,
Yeah.
oh, don't they mean every pony?
Even
but now there's no changes because everyone knows
It's in there.
every pony.
It's like its own dialect.
I would like to not type that, but it's not my choice.
Mr. M.A. Larson, I saw the Hearthwarming Eve episode a few days ago, and I was wondering what happened to the original Pony Lands. Is it still under the domination of the Wendigos? Is it thawed out now? Who or what could be living there now? And will the ponies ever go back home and see what's happened to it?
I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm going to shill for Amy Keating Rogers' book that's coming out Tuesday because it's this exact topic. Her book is it's called The Journal of the Two Sisters. Comes out Tuesday, and it's about this very thing. And I haven't read it, so I don't know the answer. But you can find it there in bookstores everywhere.
What's that? Penroyal Academy?
Or you could just read Pennyroyal Academy.
Okay, so my question is, what is the most, for you two, what's the most difficult tongue twister you've ever had to read, and can you perform it for us? And so that Larson can also answer for us. What's the most difficult tongue twister you've ever written, and can you perform it for us?
I like this question.
Tongue twister.
See, now this is an easy question for you, but
Why? What's the answer?
Well, chimichanga, cherry, chewy, chewy.
Chimichurri, chimichanga, chimichurri, chimichanga, chimichurri, chimichanga, chimichurri, chimichanga. It's not very difficult.
She's a talented professional. She can
I don't
handle
think
that.
Apple Bloom really has many tongue twisters, and if she has, I can't really recall them specifically. But sometimes, on occasion, there'll just be certain things that just feel really weird in her accent. That like Terry, our director, will be like, just say it in English. Like you don't have to put an accent on. And I'm like, and just. So, yeah, sometimes that happens, but yeah, I don't really know any tongue twisters.
I know, I can't think of any either. That's something Amy does more than I do. The wordplay kind of stuff. I don't know. I don't think I've done much of that.
I'm looking forward to that Polish opera thing that you got going on there, though.
The Polish opera is coming. That'll be good. Backwards Polish opera.
Backwards Polish opera.
Underwater.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You did? Okay, that's a good example, actually. They're really fast-paced.
Can you say it really fast-paced?
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, super speedy cider squeezy 6000.
There we go.
Hey.
I never used to be able to do that. It was like super sleazy, speedy,
Super
spider.
sleazy.
Super spider.
700.
This is a question. I mean, not a question. A shout. Andrea, can you shout out to my friend Josh in a Fluttershy voice?
Hi, Josh.
And my other question is, for all of you, have you ever thought of Pinkie Pie's hair as the same content as cotton candy?
No. But who is it that said Celestia's hair is like toothpaste? I can never get that out of my head now.
It does it though. It's like flowing.
Yeah,
It's like a butterfly.
it's like a toothpaste commercial.
Well, you know, they named a background character, or the fans named a background character Colgate.
Yeah.
Because her hair looks like toothpaste. And they made a song already.
They should make
brush.
toothpaste that comes in Celestia's hair color.
Shit, yeah. You listening, Hasbro?
Rainbow.
Your teeth will be as bright as the sun.
I like this cotton candy idea, though, because then whenever Pinkie Pie gets wet, all her hair would just dissolve.
Bald Pinkie Pie, that's a thought I don't want.
What do you guys think about creating an episode that focuses on the background ponies, wherein the main six become the background ponies? And also what happened to Twist? Like, are Apple Bloom and Twist still friends?
Actually, Twist, actually, you'd know better than I would. I think she moved, right?
What's a twist?
Is that the pony with the like lisp?
I think the actress moved away, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I haven't seen her since that episode.
Who did that?
I don't remember.
I put her in an episode, and they told me to take her out, and I think it was because of that reason. She's not there anymore.
Yeah, she's.
I may be wrong about that.
Yeah, where did that character go?
They had too much candy in Ponyville.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she can still be in the show. She just can't talk.
Well, I know that yesterday and on Friday as well, Andrea, you had talked about how if you could, you'd like to voice a background character like Octavia, which I think, she's cosplayed as. So, yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
You want to do that?
What about it?
But I do know that back in EQLA in 2012. Lauren Faust was asked a similar question, are there going to be any more episodes about background characters? And I personally, as a brony, really liked her answer, which was that background ponies are kind of like the fans' ponies. It's kind of like how Derpy's our mascot. The background ponies are really our realm to play with. You know what I mean?
It's true. In a script, if you guys see Lyra and Bon Bon doing something that's not in the script, it would say Incidental Pony 1. And Incidental Pony 2.
Exactly.
So you're cosplaying as Incidental Pony 4 right now. And then the animators put whatever pony they want in there, and then you guys create the stories around that. So we don't even really know who they are, really.
That's why we were confused too. Oh, remember when you voiced Meow Meow Sparkle Pony? Like, no,
Meow Meow Sparkle.
because
Meow Meow Sparkle.
That was a great episode.
They all became cats.
because in the script it just says Pony 4 or Pony 1 or.
Someone's drawing a picture of Meow Meow Sparkle Pants right now.
I hope so.
That's going on your IMDb page. Meow Meow Sparkle.
Quick follow-up, because Andrea voiced interest in voicing Octavia. Can we hear your Octavia audition?
Oh yeah, I did it yesterday. I thought she would be kind of cool, like whatever. Like, we're gonna have rehearse and then just chill out in the van.
Andrea Libman, can you do the Fluttershy thing from Sonic Rain Boom, where you did the Sonic Rain Boom cheer when Dash did the Sonic Rain Boom?
This one? Yay.
No, the other
Which
one,
one?
the louder one.
At the end of the episode,
Yeah,
at the
it's
end
like
of the
the second
episode, she flips out.
Yay! That? I don't know. Yeah. Okay, cool.
All right. And then I have a question for all of you. Out of all the Emily Larson episodes that have came out, which one is your personal favorite?
That's a great question.
That's an awesome one.
Let's spend a little time on this.
Come
on, Michelle.
What?
You should have this on the top of your you should have it ready to go.
Favorite episode?
He sent you letters. You should have gotten them with the answer. No.
Well, the thing is that again, sometimes we don't really see who.
What are
writes
your
these
episodes?
Yeah, exactly.
Can you name them all?
Just
All right, should I go through them?
Yeah. You
Swarm
guys
of-
name them all.
Tell me if I miss any. Swarm of the Century, Sonic Rain Boom, Cutie Mark Chronicles, Return of Harmony, Luna Eclipsed, Secret of My Excess, It's About Time.
What's that?
Super Sleazy. What? Ponyville Confidential, Magic Duel, Magical Mystery Cure.
okay, definitely Cutie Mark Chronicles. If that's the one with like when all the main six are younger,
Yeah.
that is the best episode. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It is my favorite. They're all so cute in the little rainbow. I love that episode, and that's one of the reasons why I love season. Is it in season 2? No, it's 1. Okay, yeah. Then yeah, it was. I
Yeah,
love that.
Andrea, you can blame him for Yay.
Yeah, of course that's my favorite. Because none of those episodes have enough lines of me. The other
that's
ones.
true.
You don't like
That
me,
one in
do
this,
you?
in this
It's just coming out now.
gotta write her out. They keep telling me to put you in. Fine.
If I have to.
I actually wrote "yay" in a smaller font in that scene. I reduced the font, which I wouldn't do now that I know Andrea, but I didn't know her then, so.
Yeah, and he sent a recording too. He's like, do it like this.
It's true. Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay. She's better at it than me.
So I would say you are all awesome, but you already know you're all better than that. And my first question, Andrew, what was it like to rap as Pinkie Pie?
It was awesome. It was so fun. I don't have it memorized.
Yeah, I bet they do.
And then my second question, Andrea, if you and Michelle had to switch between Fluttershy and Appleblossom for an episode to voice act, what would they sound like?
So,
Like you would do Appleblossom for an episode and she would do Fluttershy. Like how would they sound?
but like Fluttershy is inside her body, or
Little Freaky
like,
Friday
you just,
going
like,
on.
You just like swap voice actors
we
for the
take
episode.
cash or credit. Yay!
That's season 5 right there.
Oh yeah.
So you guys haven't seen this, but M.A. Larson has a checklist he's been carrying around with him. He's been like, okay, I'm going to put this in. I'm gonna put this
Melting
in.
ponies.
He's been taking notes the whole time.
Meow meow.
Meow meow sparkle. Thank you. I was about to ask.
Is that Meow Meow Sparkle?
Aw.
Can we see? Can you bring it up?
Yeah. This is the same guy who did the pony pirate.
You're so awesome. What's your
Yeah.
name? KT.
KT. I
You're
love it.
so
It's
talented.
like a rabbit. KT.
Is that pirate one? Are you gonna put that online? Yeah. For anyone that didn't see. Meow Meow Sparkle.
Wow, that is adorable. That's a
So
spin-off right there.
cute.
That is so cute.
I don't see any wings on that drawing. That's really, really cute.
So there's the other sketch was Pinkie Pie as a pirate, Fluttershy as a mermaid, and Apple Bloom as a parrot. And it's so
It's
good.
so good.
And Apple Bloom as a parrot is the highlight because it's exactly like her. It's just like
So great. And then the balloons on Pinkie Pie's flank are like skulls. And
it's so good. It's so good.
I love it.
I'll tweet it
It's
once
like
it
10 minutes. Like boom.
He did that at my panel too. I mentioned a rejected idea about Applejack and Luna on the beach.
Yeah.
And he comes up with them surfing like minutes later.
It's amazing.
Hey, what does the M and the A stand for in M.A. Larson?
Oh. Meow meow. Amazing.
There you go. Meow meow amazing.
Meow meow amazing.
Major. Awesome.
You want my social security number too?
No, just your address and phone number.
It's Mitchell Aaron.
Oh.
Is that interesting?
And then
my middle name is.
We should have guessed.
I
Yeah. Mitch.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, just call
Can't
me.
do it now. Artichoke.
Larson. Anchovy Larson. I don't know.
I think I'm just going to keep calling him Meow Meow.
Cool.
And then for Michelle Creber, can you do the "Aren't you gonna stay for brunch" thing from the first episode?
Aren't you gonna stay for brunch?
Thank you, and thanks, M.A. Larson.
That line is like engraved in my brain. I don't even have to like. I can be completely focusing on something else, and I can say that line.
That is your iconic line.
It is.
It's like your first line, right?
Yeah.
How hard is it to get into a voice acting job like My Little Pony?
It's a little bit hard.
There's an opening for Twist.
But you do have to be Canadian and you have to live in Vancouver, so that's true. Yeah, but she is Canadian, so
It's true.
no.
But she was hand selected
you.
by Lauren.
What's that? It's
We're-
true.
Yeah,
I do
we're
feel at
diet
home
Canada.
here.
Yeah.
I do feel at home, especially yesterday when it was raining. I'm like, Michelle really liked it.
I loved it. I was like, yeah, I'm digging this. Why is there that
Well,
awkward
you know what? Actually, though, I should plug this. There is going to be a panel a little bit later today that's going to be hosted by the Crebers and Black Griffin about entering the entertainment industry, and they're going to they're going to have some.
There you go.
some
I
pointers
bet
on
there
that.
would be way better answer than the one I just gave, which was a negative shutdown.
Go sit down.
No.
Not gonna happen.
Don't follow your dreams. Crush it to
Homeless
me,
population
build
of Vancouver increases by 50.
You know, McDonald's does have some openings. I worked that job, so I can make that joke. I don't work it now, but I did. That was my first job, anyway. Hello, Canero.
Oh, hello, Final Draft. Actually, I have a question for Michelle
Final
and
Draft.
Andrea. It's actually on the request of my niece, my four-year-old niece Mila, who's actually watching the stream right now.
Aw.
She's wants to ask if both of you could say hello to her.
What's her name?
Mila.
Mila.
In Pinkie Pie and Apple Bloom's voice.
Hi, Mila. How's it going? Hi, Mila.
Thank you so much.
And I should just give a quick shout out to Canero and the rest of the EFN crew who have been doing an amazing job getting this whole convention streamed and recorded. So,
thank you.
I was wondering, did the story plotline for the fan-made video for Snowdrop actually follow through with the actual My Little Pony series?
Snowdrop wasn't made by the show creators, though. That was made by Silly Philly Studios.
Yeah, I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't know what that is.
Snowdrop is a fan animation. It's actually, I think it's like, is it 25 minutes about?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was very popular. I don't remember how many views it has, but it's in the millions. And yeah, they had all original voice actors for it, and the guys from Silly Philly animated that. They did an incredible job. So that was actually a fan-made thing. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know the answer because I don't even know what you're talking about.
Original voice actors as in like first generation of My Little Pony, that kind of thing?
No, I'm sorry. No, Tabitha wasn't available. No, it was like the voices were done by fans.
Okay.
Thank you.
This is a question for everyone. 10 years after the series is said and done, what do you think is the one thing you will take from all of this?
I think I'm just going to be suffocated under a room full of plushies and art, and someone's going to find me.
She's going to open a pink fabric outlet.
10 years later.
You won't be a cat lady, you'll be a pony lady. Good. That'll be me too. Just pink bows and plushies everywhere.
It's just these kind of things. These conventions are so amazing because I've been writing for these cartoons for like 10 years, and most of the time you're just writing into the void and thinking nobody's ever going to see this or care. And to come to something like this and you guys actually know what I wrote better than I do, it's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, it's incredibly heartwarming, and I'll remember that stuff forever. So thank you.
Yeah.
Well,
and plushies.
I was wondering if we're going to be seeing more of Flash Century in the future. Or, Mitch, can you give me some scenes?
you sound like me.
I would love to do a Flash Century episode. Nothing would make me happier because it would be because of that. I didn't even know who Flash Century was, and I started getting all these tweets, like furious tweets about him, and I'm like, ooh, I don't know what this is, but it's fun.
I don't know who this is, but I should give him wings. Yeah, I know.
If you could voice any other pony for one episode, which pony would it be?
Big Mac.
I don't want to be Gummy. He doesn't even have a voice, but I'd want to give him a voice because he's so cute.
I missed the question. What was it? Sorry.
What voice do you want to do?
Which pony would you like to be, Mitch?
To be?
Yeah.
Flash Century.
And I would have guessed Meow Meow Sparkle, but
I think Big Macintosh would be fun. You know, doesn't have to do much. All the ladies want him. That
somewhere out
good.
there, Peter New is just screaming.
Yeah.
And I could do that
Everyone
better
wants
than
to
him
be Peter
anyways.
New.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I got two small questions. One directly at Andrea, since How to Train Your Dragon 2 comes out this week. How do you think Fluttershy would react if Toothless all of a sudden appeared at her cottage?
Have you seen How to Train
Have
Your
you
Dragon?
seen that? I'm sorry.
No, I haven't.
There's a big scary. Well, that
Night
first
Fury
starts off
dragon.
scary. Black dragon.
Oh, would you just be like, no, dragon, don't do that. Just have a nap. Let's do some knitting and have some tea, and everyone just calm down. And this movie probably just got boring.
And for the second question, actually open to both of you. For M.A. Larson, would you ever write in more songs for Michelle and Andrea's characters?
Yeah, for
and
sure.
would you guys like to sing more songs that he would write?
Of course.
Yeah, write in some jazz for me.
Yeah.
I didn't know she sang
Okay.
jazz until today.
I'm looking
I know
forward
some
to the opera
people
song.
were here last night at the acoustic session. You show of hands if you were there. Who agrees with me of you? Well, I think you all will. That Andrea is an incredible jazz singer.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm gonna be that dork and say, M.A. Larson, please write an episode where Fluttershy has a jazz session.
I didn't know until today that
Octavia.
she sang jazz. But it does bum me out sometimes. I've written songs and they've gotten cut, and now that I know them, it's like, I wrote a song for you, and it's not there anymore.
So romantic.
It is a bummer. It's incredibly romantic.
As some of us are aware, M.A. Larson has been using this trip to visit family, and they've been around the center.
What?
What is their reaction to your horse fame?
Well, yesterday, this will give you a perfect example. So I was here with my grandma, my aunt, my mom, and my daughter wanted to get the hell out of here. And so my grandma and aunt, I'm like, let's go. And they said, no, we kind of want to stay. So they stayed. We all left. And my grandma and my aunt stayed here and checked it out. And roamed around in Carter Hall. They loved it.
Have they seen your work, and can they get through it sober?
Ouch! Ow! Poor Mitch, so abused.
By work, you mean family reunions, right? They don't watch the show now, but they probably will now that they've been here.
But your daughter does watch the show.
Yeah, she loves it. Loves it. Yeah. She has T-shirts of both of their characters.
She's so cute yesterday.
Yeah.
She spilled water all over herself, and she's freaking out. But she had her Apple Bloom shirt with her. She kept throwing it. And I don't think she recognized my voice because she was unimpressed.
But
it was great.
Michelle
She
did
was
the
so
brunch
cute.
line, and my daughter was just like,
It was so cute.
how did that happen?
So cute.
Okay, my question is for Meow Meow or M.A. Larson. So anyways, you work on both Littlest Pet Shop and My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. They're quite unique shows in different ways. Is there any elements from Littlest Pet Shop that you would love to see on My Little Pony or vice versa?
I mean, not that I could think of. I mean, they're their own unique shows. There's a lot of similarities besides just the voice cast and the crew. They have a big cast of animals. No, I don't know.
What a detailed analysis.
So great.
I'm going to write a paper based on your...
They're cartoons.
There are people in it, or not.
No, I mean, I guess Littlest Pet Shop does more of like A, B, and C stories. It'll have multiple storylines going at once. Pony does that a little bit, but not as much as Littlest Pet Shop does. I'm not saying that one should and one shouldn't. It's just a detailed analysis.
Feeling tension here.
Wow.
I don't know how to answer. Sorry.
This question is actually for Andrea Libman. We know that you've expressed interest as Party of One being your favorite episode, especially as Pinkie Pie. I want to know, why is it exactly your favorite episode? Is it because of the darker implications of Pinkie's personality, or is it just seeing her go absolutely near insane?
It's because there's objects that talk in funny voices, and I got to do them.
Excellent analysis there.
Oh.
Zing!
Yeah.
I was wondering, you ever thought of like making a character that has like Asperger's or mention about it in the show, or does Twilight maybe have a mild form of it? No.
I'm not sure it would ever be explicitly stated like that.
Okay.
Maybe there would be a character in that vein, but it probably wouldn't be spelled out.
Okay.
I don't even know if that exact thing exists in Equestria. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Well, that's kind of, I think that's one of the best things about the show is that, not every question is answered, and that leaves it up to you guys to connect with the characters in any way that you want to. And if you see something in Twilight that, you see a reflection of yourself, that's wonderful. And it's, it's up to you guys to take what you want from it and make it your own. So I think it's kind of nice that it's open.
That's a way better answer.
That is.
Mr. Larson, over here. Over here, other side.
Oh,
Hi,
sorry.
I'm asking you a question. Equestrian Girls is great. It's good stuff. But since you love action films and making huge dynamic scenes like Michael Bay, why don't we get a full-featured My Little Pony movie?
They've done that.
Did they?
Oh, as ponies.
As ponies.
You'd have to ask.
Kickstarter?
You'd have
Could
to
do
ask
it
Hasbro
full
that.
CGI.
Yeah, with lots of explosions. You'd have to ask Hasbro that. I have nothing to do with that. If they call me and tell me to write it, then I'll say, okay. But it's not my call. Sorry. Totally satisfying answer.
This is a question for Larson. Out of all the episodes that you did not work on, which one is your favorite?
Best night ever. I love Best Night Ever. Yeah. It's great. It's just great.
Why?
It's because it's really sweet and funny, and it showcases all the main characters. It doesn't have enough apple bloom, but and then there's something magical about the art of nighttime and Canterlot. It's so beautiful, and of course the song is ridiculous.
Hi guys. What inspires you?
Oh, that is like such a broad question. Oh.
Andrea Libman. I write songs to her.
Then they get cut.
Oh, yeah.
In what way precisely? Like just in general, or for work, or for voice acting, or
I don't know. I guess I didn't think about this enough.
Oh, no.
It's okay.
Well, when I'm trying to wake up, coffee is really inspiring for me. It really is.
I guess just on a daily basis, I have this routine where when I get up, in order to have a happy and fulfilling day, I think of all the things that I'm thankful for, which sounds very cheesy, but it's
awesome.
It really, it just inspires you to just have the best day and do the best that you can and just savor every minute of the day. But I've always done that for several years now, and I don't write them down. I just go through them in my head, and I also do some jumping jacks, and then I get up out of bed.
That's
I
so
don't do
awesome.
the jumping
That's
jacks.
really sweet.
I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like that.
I like that too.
What kind of voices would you give to the pets of the main six? And would you ever do a gender swap episode?
Doesn't Gummy just like his eyeballs just make noise? It's like.
What are the pets?
The pet's Winona. That's your pet.
Yep.
Oh, right.
I know what might inspire that. Max and Marley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what. No, wait. Is the question what they would sound like?
Yeah, what voice would you give?
Oh.
Yeah, what voices
Sound
would you
like
give
this.
to them?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I think that's good. And I mean that's what a dog sounds like. So.
I'm gonna assign Tank to you.
Tank?
Yep. The tortoise. Tortoise.
What noise does a turtle make? Okay, I'm gonna make one up.
Yeah, do Tank's voice. Go.
I think you would be like. That song was for you.
I would give him like a really posh English accent. Hello there. My name is Tank. He would sound like Scar from The Lion King.
Jeremy Irons. Let's get him in
You
on
have
this.
no idea. All the
Jack.
pets would be Jeremy Irons.
I'm curious, considering this is a writers versus the voice actors panel, if the crew had a full-out battle royale, who do you think would win, the writers or the voice actors?
Well, there's two of them. It's not fair. Where's Amy? She's my secret weapon.
She has a really mean ukulele.
Michelle would win.
Yeah, she's on my team.
She would take me out, and then she would take Andrea out. She's very fast.
And spry.
And she can do spin kicks. I can't do that.
Hi, I was just wondering if you are considering possibly adding more elements to the elements of harmony. We already have 6 right now, but isn't more always better? Like, so we
What do
already
you-
have what I've noticed is that most of the elements are also similar crests in the Digimon series, such as kindness, sincerity, and honesty, and such. So is there a possibility that there might be a element of courage, an element of hope, an element of light, or element of destiny? Because destiny is really big in My Little Pony. Maybe there could be that. Maybe that Cutie Mark Crusaders could get elements. Maybe,
there you
possibly.
Hasbro, give this guy a job.
Yeah, no kidding. It's a good question.
Mhm.
I think it's above my pay grade. You'd have to ask Lauren.
So you guys have been doing this for about 3 years now, doing convention tours and stuff. How do you think touring the convention circuit has impacted you professionally? Are you getting more notoriety outside of the Brony fandom now? Since you've been working on My Little Pony, you're also obviously working on a lot of other stuff, other shows. Are you getting more recognition for your other work? And are you being invited to other conventions as a result of what you've been doing at these conventions?
I have a little bit. I've kind of gone to some Comic-Con type conventions, and that's really cool. But mostly for My Little Pony. The people want the ponies. I give them ponies. Yep.
I haven't, because I know all you guys just want to see the actors. So, no, nobody's invited me to anything.
Poor man.
I know none of you would be here if I was the only guest. I know that. Let's not kid ourselves. Actually, I do have a sort of funny anecdote about this. Last week, I was in New York for a different convention because I wrote a book, and it was Book Expo America. And I was on a panel where I was talking about the book with 4 other people. And doing these conventions helped so much, because like doing this completely prepared me for that. Otherwise, I would have been freaking out and sweating and falling over and whatever. But so we do the whole thing, and I was sort of talking to the 4 other authors afterwards, and one of them was a Brony.
No.
Yeah. He's like, so what do you do in your day job? And I said, I write for cartoons. He's like, what, like My Little Pony? And I said, yeah. And he was like, what? And he starts telling me all the things he didn't like and all the things he liked. And it was crazy. Out of all these people, one of the people on the panel, fan of the show.
What's the name of this book?
Penny Royal Academy, coming to stores October 7th, or the charity auction later today.
Yeah, we got a preview copy.
I have 1 copy that I put in there.
I think we got time for about one more question if it's there.
Michelle, I wanted to know if you could do the Scootaloo chicken call.
Scoot, scoot, skidaloo! Scoot, scoot, skidaloo!
Well, just as a reminder to everybody, after this panel in half an hour, my voice is going. It's been one of those weekends. In half an hour is Entertainment Industry 101 with Michelle and the rest of her family. It's going to be right in here. They're going to talk about getting into the entertainment industry. M.A. Larson is going to be doing a panel a little bit later, thoroughly analyzing his episode, Cutie Mark Chronicles.
Yes.
Which is going to be really
There's a
cool.
lot of animals.
I'm going to be projecting. What?
Mark,
Yeah.
Cutie Mark Animals. It's all about Meow Meow Sparkle.
So in this scene, there's another animal.
And then, of course, there's going to be a charity auction as well in here at 4:30. So please come and bid on some really cool artwork, as well as one of the.
I shall be here for that.
Preview copies.
I shall be here for the charity auction.
Yes, you should.
Yeah.
I got my last autograph session right
I was
after
about to
this.
say that.
So, thanks.
You got two before I could.
Sorry, I'm bossy.
No problem.
It's your last chance to get Andrea's signature.
That's
Are
correct.
you guys doing it too? Is it all three of us, or
I
is
think
it just
so.
me?
I don't know.
No.
Okay.
Anyway, the autograph schedule is also in the book there, so also on the website. Everybody, let's give a big round of applause
Thanks.
to Andrea Libman,
Thank you.
Michelle Creber, and M.A. Larson.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Thanks
guys.
every pony.
Thanks, you guys. Thanks for your questions.
Thank you so much.